there will be a lot expected of him. You guys have both been involved with All-Star Weekend. What's it like? What's going through their heads right now?
Well, the most important thing you have to do is just enjoy the weekend. There's going to be a lot of superstars there. There's going to be a lot of things going on. You just have to go, perform, let them know who you are. The fans voted you in. You got to give them a great show.
Yeah, but I think, guys.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So glad you could join us here at the Verizon Center. It's the home of the Wizards in Washington, D.C. And, of course, Jan Mahimi. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, Kevin, they didn't just let him go for nothing. They got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help him down the road.
And that's the idea. You know, you want to build a foundation on which this team can continue to move upward. So certainly some fans unhappy to see him go, but fans will be patient, and they also continue to be fans.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Freak in at shooting guard is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then it's Lawson, and it's George in at the 3 spot. Now Freak after Markieff Morris's three-pointer that didn't go. All with it. Now Lawson defending. Over to the left wing. Quarter outside. Teletovic grabs the board. And the Pacers with possession here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now, here is Lawson. 9 points last game. Wall with the steal. Here's Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Indiana shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Now here's Beal. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's the 3. That's good. Beal's got 5.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Freak with it. He's covered by Beal. Now here's Freak. Puts up the baby hook. Beal pulls it in.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has. Clark, the defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Freak following the bucket by the Wizards.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
All with it. George picks him up. Out to the right wing. Here's Porter. They get it back. Gortat dishes to Morris. Lawson's against Porter. And a wide open look for Freak. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Inside. And it's Gortat finishing it off.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls.
An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the third spot, Paul George.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Here's Washington. They're on a 13-5 run here. Nene setting the pick for Wall. Pass to Nene. He feeds it to Gortat. It's stolen by Hill. And George kicks to Freak. This is to Lawson. The shot is off, and it's Washington the other way. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Now here's Beal following the miss by Freak. The dish to Wall. 1:57 left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beal, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better. And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be. Check now the stats for Freak. Over the last month, getting it done. Putting up about 25 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Oubre's checked in for Gortat. Jefferson comes in for Porter. And Brian Roberts subbed in for John Wall. Here's Lawson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks to Freak. Miles the pass to Freak. From 12 feet out. Rebound Washington. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
Lawson dishes to Miles. And he gets it to go from the corner.
C.J. Miles.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Oubre. The jump hook, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Freak. He's got 5. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Freak's got 7 points.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And that one falls for Beal. And Indiana making a change here.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Nine seconds left here in the opening quarter. Lawson kicks to Freak. The 3. The shot is off. Freak was recently picked to compete in this year's dunk contest. We caught up with him to get his thoughts on being selected for the first time. It's good to see that kind of excitement about Clark competing in the dunk contest.
A long list of outstanding dunkers. Spud Webb, Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, Larry Nance, Vince Carter, Dr. J. I mean, these guys left a lasting legacy in the dunk contest. Can Freak match up to that? It's going to be fun to see if he does.
Welcome back, everyone, to lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
We've got Brian Roberts. Marquise Morris is out there with Oubre. Then there's Nene. And it's Jefferson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Now, here's Nene. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Gortat's checked in for Nene. In Indiana with the change here, too. Paul George, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. And Lawson, here we go. Gortat with the block. And Wall kicks to Morris. Fires the three. It's hauled in by George. Pacers trail by 16. Lawson outside. Back to George. Wide open. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Gortat with a screen on Lawson. Morris right side. Can't get it to go. So Indiana will take it the other way. George passes to Freak. Back to George. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And it's Freak missing.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And there's the feed to Gortat. Back to Jefferson. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls.
A chance here to check out John Wall. He's been a factor for them over the month. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And, you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistently.
The Pacers making a switch here. Hill's checked in.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Can't capitalize on the good pick. Pacers trail by 16. Poked away. It's stolen by Wall. Drops in the breakaway layup. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And here is Jefferson following the three-pointer by Freak. And it's sent back by Hill. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Allen's checked in for Indiana. Wizards leading by 15. And here's Wall. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Jefferson. Jefferson can't get that one to fall. The Pacers have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Feeds it to Freak from deep three-point range. The shot's good on the assist by George. 15 points for Freak. And making connections is always good in any business, and the NBA is no different. From what I've heard, Clark, Freak has done a good job of reaching out to his peers all over the NBA.
I think that's an example of Freak just having a good head on his shoulders and knowing that taking the time to get to know others in the business has its benefits.
And the Wizards making a change here. Beal's checked in, and he gets it to go.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Beal. Ty Lawson making his last shot. He used that pick to perfection. 14 points here for Beal.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Allen. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Freak with it. Now Beal defending. Lawson against Wall. He dishes it to Beal. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
What a performance from Beal here. He has 14 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
For the Wizards, Nene, he's checked in for Morris. Oubre comes in for Porter. And Brian Roberts subbed in for John Wall. Turner's checked in for Indiana. C.J. Miles comes in for George.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Turner with the block. Here's Freak. Here is Miles. He's covered by Beal. Miles dishes to Turner. Now Miles. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Indiana shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Lavoy Allen. And both free throws good from Freak. Well, if you've seen some of the slams he's thrown down this year, it shouldn't come as a surprise. Freak will be participating in this year's dunk contest.
Yeah, I'm claiming it right now. I mean, he's my favorite to win the thing. I just don't see how he doesn't come away with the crown with his creativity and ability to elevate and levitate.
Hill kicks to Lawson. Hill passes to Lawson. Here's Freak. Rebound, Washington.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Beal's shot is good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Pacers trail by 14. Pick up by Hill. Lawson outside. Hill dishes to Freak. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And Gortat kicks to Oubre. Here's Roberts. Hill pulls it in.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that. Check out the game for Freak. He has 17 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for C.J. Miles. Now here's Nene. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Beal. The shot misses. Great D that time from Freak. Pacers trail by 12. Off the pick. Green for 2 points. Freak's got 21 in the game.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
That'll do it for the first half.